Good morning, everyone,
Good morning.
and welcome. And thank you for joining us today as we announce what will be the city of Harrisburg's first gun buyback event in years. And I want to thank Commissioner Carter and also the Brothers of the Mega Psi Phi fraternity for making it possible. We have a gun problem in our city and our streets, and we have a police force committed to fixing it. In 2020, our police took 274 firearms off the street and off the hands of criminals. Last year, it was 251. So far this year, we are at 109. We have work to be done, and that is why we need your help. We cannot do this alone. It does not matter how much we invest in public safety. At some point, we, as the citizens of Harrisburg, need to be accountable for ourselves and especially for our families, and do the right thing. Putting down the guns is just not enough. It is time to give them up, and we are happy to buy back any one of them that you would like to bring to 2020 State Street in Harrisburg. That is why at this time, I am pleased to welcome Commissioner Tom Carter to the podium to share more details on that event. Tom Carter.
Thank you, Honorable Mayor Williams, the young men from the fraternity, Omega Psi Phi. It's been a long time coming. As the mayor has pointed out, since 2017, we've been taking guns off of our city streets. The total is just staggering. There are more guns out there. And the numbers reflected in the piece of paper that I gave you does not account for the collaboration that we had with the federal agents, PSP, and other entities that were in the city working. I was contacted by Brother Mike Elby. We've been talking about this for years, and I would draw your attention back to a couple years ago. I said that I wasn't interested in doing a gun buyback program. The reason that I said that was because we very rarely got guns off of the people who should be handing them in. But as you know, and as you've been reading and reporting, you know, the gun epidemic has climbed to an all-new level here in the city. And the young men surrounding me, we held conversation, and you know, we all felt that it was a good idea to do a gun buyback program. 2020 State Street is the location on June the 22nd. The time is from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. And we will have a couple officers out there, but these gentlemen, they will be there, and they are the ones that are driving this because of the concern and love they have for our fellow youth. There will not be any questions asked. We're giving a $100 gift card to any and everyone who surrenders a handgun to us without questions asked. I repeat that, without questions asked, without any photo identification or anything like that. We are not tracing serial numbers or anything like that. We just want to get as many guns off the street as we possibly can. So again, June the 22nd, 2020 State Street at the Fraternity House. The hours will be 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. With that being said, I'm going to call Brother Mike Elby to have him say a couple words.
Mayor Williams, Brother Carter, Kappa Omega is real excited about working with the city to deal with this gun violence situation. And we know that it takes a village to really make this happen. So we're here committed to trying to get as many guns off the streets of Harrisburg as possible. We know that what's been going on is horrific. And if we're gonna make a change, we have to start somewhere. And I'm honored that Omega Psi Phi is ready to step up, roll up our sleeves, and try to deal with this situation moving forward. We also, as part of the Omega Psi Phi fraternity, we have a fatherhood initiative program. In July, we kicked that off, and what we're going to be doing, the first program we'll be running would be a gun violence program, talking about how gun violence impacts the community, the family, the victims, and just try to show young people a different way to resolve situations. So we're really excited about trying to make a difference.
In previous buyback programs that the city has run, how successful were those programs, and like how many guns were collected in previous programs?
We have not done a gun buyback program in years since Mayor Reed and Chief Keller were here that I can remember. We would get some guns off the street, but we would not, get the guns that we were looking to get or hoping to get. The people, who feels that guns make them a man, they wouldn't come in to surrender their gun.
So the people who, so it's a situation where in the past, like people who you wanted those guns from, the people who had guns that you wanted them taken away, they didn't show up to turn them over, essentially.
Some did and some didn't, but not as many as we hoped for. But like anything else, you got to try. You have to make an effort. And I'm so proud of the young men here surrounding me. We've been talking for a couple of weeks about making this happen. This is just the first step of many, many things that we're going to collaborate to do out here to help our youth, because you look around you, you have a professional group of men right here. You have doctors, you have lawyers, you have everybody. These kids need to see, positive imaging, and this is what is positive right here. These are young men right here who are out here willing to give up their time, willing to do any and everything that they can do to help the youth of this city.
And I guess my final question really would be for those who, as you said, guys who have guns because it feels like, makes them feel like a man. What's the message to them to try to convince them that, you don't need it, you can turn it over, we won't ask questions, help us get these guns off the streets of Harrisburg?
My message to them is that, that gun is just a temporary thing, a temporary feeling. You have to understand what you're doing when you're shooting at somebody, you hit somebody innocent. You have to know what you're doing, when you take another person's life. It's not playing a video game, because in a video game, they keep coming back, but in reality, real life, they don't come back. When you kill somebody, that's final. And when you kill that one person, you also kill that person's family too. And then on top of that, you also kill the family that you come from, because you're either looking at capital punishment or life behind bars forever. So my message to them is please, please, please come and see us, no questions asked, surrender your gun, and let's start over anew. And if you need something to do, I hope that everybody's looking at this here news broadcast right now. Look around you. These guys, they control corporations. They have the means, the knowledge, and the know-how to help you out to make you a better person.